Well, hello, goody people! Today I come to you with Nanatsu No Taizai, aka The Seven Deadly Sins. But it's not a manga review, it's an anime review. Which makes all the things all more sweeter and cooler and awesome, like, greatness, because I have been so pumped and psyched like crazy for this, for this anime to come out, because, like, ever since I've heard it be announced, like, a few chapters back in the manga and everything, I was like, oh, shit, that's gonna be epic and awesome and all that other stuff, so, like, it was announced, like, in chapter 70, I think it was, like, yeah, somewhere around, like, 70 or 80 chapter, like, one of those over there. But yeah, it's, oh god, you don't know how much I've been craving this series to be animated, because it's so good and just badass and all this other cool epic shit. I'm like, yes, 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 yes! We get another great, well, I wouldn't say, like, hit, amazing, like, it is all those things, the manga it is. I'm hoping the anime is too, because so far from what I saw of this episode, oh shit, they rambling like a motherfucker. They made amazingness happening in Nanatsu No Taizai, but it doesn't take much work for amazingness to happen. It's the Nanatsu No Taizai. You know, if you're a fan of the manga, you're gonna love the anime for all the good stuff they did. I really enjoyed that this was not a fuck up. Not like Tokyo Ghoul level, which I read the manga before I watched the anime, and I saw all the things they did wrong with it. And I was like, oh shit. This is one series that I've been following for a lot longer than Tokyo Ghoul, that I love quite a lot, and they did justice to the first episode. They pretty much adapted the entire episode. Not just that, but they had enough space and room to add a bit of filler that made it look even better. And that just goes to show this series has extensive potential to be great and not get a fuck up. A1, you know your shit. You know how to do this thing right. You are great. I am gonna watch this thing from beginning to end, and I am still gonna do the same with the manga, so yes! Man, this is not even a review at this point, it's just me going like fangirly crazy, like, because I love this, it's so good, like, come on, we got the friggin' Seven Deadly Sins, I'm not gonna go through all the list, because not until we introduce one after another. Let me just get to the actual review portion of this, because so far I've just been like rambling about the awesomeness and the great things about this for like 3 minutes or so. But yeah, that's what Taizai is pretty much like a fantasy type anime with medieval times and all this other stuff. Like it's like it has a bit of a fairy tale vibe to it, but it's not the same as fairy tale, not quite at all, because it has some elements, but like that's also other elements that are implemented into other series themselves. Like the overall feel of the series is a lot darker and a lot more serious compared to fairy tale. There's no friendship bullshit power up. Although like sometimes I am okay with that in fairy tale. Like I'm happy that we don't have this shit here, and we're gonna see so much epicness and badassery. Like first episode, we already got Meliodas' fucking dragon sin of wrath, just wrecking havoc and taking names. Like, oh god, that's like. You don't know how many times I pretty much watched the episode at my home in my big screen. I was just watching it after another, one after another, one after another, one after another, because it was that good. The voice acting was amazing. The overall look of the anime, it was just great. Oh man, that animation, I hardly saw any single flaw in every animation. There's a few things that I will nitpick. Like I constantly noticed that every time we sometimes saw Meliodas' eyes get a little bit smaller, or he was a little bit farther away than typical, his eyes changed from the color green, which is our normal, is pretty much eyes, to the color blue. So that's one thing that I did notice a bit. And also as to the fact that the soldier character faces at one scene, their faces just look so weird, but we're just like a little bit far away, but not too far away that we can't put enough detail in their faces, and they just look, yeah. And I was watching in HD quality, so that goes to show that it's something was a little bit offy. But aside from that, everything else looked amazing, and I have no complaints about anything, because, God, even the CGI pig, Hawk's mother, it looked good. It was good CGI. I was like, I know that's CG fuck that, but it looks good. It's no fucking horrible shit or whatever. It's good CGI. Yeah, I that's great. This is a fantastic series. and you need to be watching this anime if you're not, or you need to be reading it if you're not. You need to be doing both. Actually, that's what you should be doing because it's that good. Like you need both experiences. One here, one here. It's not, it's not like the Tokyo Ghoul thing where like, oh, I watch the anime, oh, I'll read the manga, like because like they had a bunch of fucking problems. I expressed myself in a previous review of Tokyo Ghoul, so yeah, but like, this is gonna be greatness. I know it is. It is greatness, and they're doing so far, episode 1, a good job at it. If they can do that with like 2 or 3 more episodes, I'm gonna be sold on this is gonna be pure gold. A1 just took a dump of gold. The brick was amazing. It was glowing and shining and just beautiful. Oh god. We have okay. Let me give it a little bit of a premise because I've just been fangirling like crazy over here, or fanboying, whatever you call it. We have basically we have Elizabeth, the princess of the kingdom of Leonis. Her family are being arrested and taken hostage by the holy knights of the kingdom and everything. And basically, she is looking for these knights, old knights that apparently rebelled long ago against the kingdom and were branded as traitors, and named the Seven Deadly Sins, or Nanatsu No Taizai, if you want to say that too, because that's cool. And because she believes that they're the only ones capable of rescuing or saving the kingdom, whatever you're gonna phrase it as, from the holy knights and their tyranny that they have placed on them right now. Man, and it's such a good series, and with such good characters, and man, I'm so hyped that it gets a full 24 episodes and not 12 like bullshit with Tokyo Ghoul. And not just that, but also we get introduced to a lot of the good characters. But there are a few characters that I'm a little bit bummed out that will not be introduced in the anime. At least it looks like they won't be introduced given the opening. Like only 3 of the Sins, well 4 if you count Meliodas, will be introduced in the series. And they're great characters. Like my favorite character, number 1, is gonna be the 3rd Sin to be introduced. Oh man, I can't wait for him. I want to hear his voice actor because he's gonna be so good. And once that episode where he airs comes out, oh, you're gonna hear me even fangirl even more. But yeah, this is pretty much not even been a review at all. This has just been me fangirling and just like diving in a little bit into what more or less the premise and plot is. But basically, yes, it's just a cool action fantasy adventure shonen that you're gonna enjoy and love. I think I have nothing else to say if you just want to see, unless you want to see me fangirl even more. So, I guess with that said, I'll see you soon. Or we'll leave something new.